I know I owe you, bro. You good? I ain't mentioned it. I ain't brought it up.
Right.
You good? So, but that's the whole point of it, Ocho.
Yes.
I'm gonna die and do what?
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I can't take none of that with me.
No,
I can't buy my way into heaven, and I can't, keep my way out of hell. So, somebody might as well get some use out of it.
You're right. But also you got to be careful with people taking advantage of you just because you do have it. Just because
yes,
you are
for sure.
I hate that. I hate that part.
Tonight.
But, Ocho, I'm kind of insulated.
SoFi
So,
Stadium
everybody really got my
Inglewood,
number.
California.
I saw my close friends.
Right.
It's a special prime time edition
anybody that's out. You got to do this.
Sports.
She ain't going to give you my number, and she going to just say,
You got
a very special guest joining us tonight. Tied with the league sack with 9. A bird-bound pick out of the University of Tennessee, volunteer.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi.
Rams, Los Angeles Rams. Bro, how you doing?
They will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way away. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at it, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has a escapability. The issue sometimes tries to do too much. Instead of just taking throws that are available to him, and occasional turnovers get him into trouble.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
I'll read the story. Back in 2018, you was working the ship at Hurricane Dollar General. You saw a cloud
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Were you the only one that made it?
Now Wentz.
I was.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
That's why I like all these big families.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their own 21.
Grow into actually now going to be on the defensive side of the ball, and you got a little bigger.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, put your right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Georgetown, South Carolina?
In motion left goes a tight end.
Hey, you know what? I got a small look. You ain't know this, right? See? And you ain't know I know this.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And not able to break away this this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Was that always your dream to play in the NFL?
Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it gives establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're more than giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
My mindset was I just never wanted to win.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
That's an unbelievable story. So you get your you go to University of Tennessee.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
So what were the scouts telling you? Did you know you went to
the Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
This is your third year, right?
What's he doing? He'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Denzel Perry in there to bring him down.
Sit back and think that, man,
Second and 5.
Verse 18. Right now, knowing what I know now,
to throw.
Knowing what he knows now, and you're talking about
open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Stand up, kind of doing that at Tennessee for the most part. That's why I kind of started dropping.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Stress so much about like, I'm trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to do this. And he always just say, just be patient. Let it come.
And inside give to Jones.
That was something I always did.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing his Wentz. Addison holds it in. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There certainly was a lot going on in that play. Every option in the end zone, covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And his kick is good. Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of your partner because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're upset, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Because sometimes the move that you worked on that worked this year, it might not work.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
But I got to get off the field.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
We got to make sure we keep them out of the end zone. So what were some of the things that you're working on this offseason?
Herbert off of play action.
This offseason going into my 3rd year.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, a 1st down for L.A.
They locked in man coverage out left and ended up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the...
Herbert has it knocked free.
So it's like, those are some of the things that I was doing. I don't really consistent at it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there at 20 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That circle that you try to run it and stay as low as you possibly can. Y'all still do that?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Jonathan Allen, the talented lineman, planning him for the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at about the 14. Special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
For the man in the middle because his ability to work through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
Stay healthy and you beat the league.
Now Herbert off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Finds his target Allen. And he's taken down, able to slip across the 35. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Herbert. Buying time this left. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They look at it like, if you're that good, why are you still in school?
On first down, Vidal. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert.
To see where he's
forced out to his left.
Man, he seems so mature.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
They have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
He is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
If you watch Demetrius Knight, well, he pop out on film.
Herbert changing things up.
Man, listen. He went 44. He went 44.
They'll run on first down. Vidal. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
There's a reason why his role is going to be reduced.
Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Think about that.
He said, well, I'm trying to play on Joe. I ain't trying to go
with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Where else you going to go get it done at?
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical touchdown.
They ain't no slouching despite being
From a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
425. Yeah,
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Pickens and goddamn CeeDee Lamb might have 300 yards altogether.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Here's Wentz to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Wentz gonna throw. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's getting upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now he's
there's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have regained the lead. Extra point laid down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, Martin, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Play right now. You can't run. You hobble. You're injured right now. You got to rehab.
Up the middle they go. Vidal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Close to 100% as I can. And get ready to
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Where that is, I don't know. That's the
They
same.
tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
So he has one more year left?
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Okay. Well, we knew, look, I knew one way or another.
No run back here, down to a lead, and this drive will start at the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
It's going to take him a little extra time.
Touchdown, Vikings.
I think he tore 2 ligaments.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That happened in October.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 17-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Yeah, they said he tore multiple ligaments and his
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Herbert on first down now. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So I'm going to cash this one out. Brandon Ingram, more than 5 rebounds versus Milwaukee. That's tomorrow. 4.
2nd and 10.
Jalen Johnson, more than 4 assists versus Orlando.
Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert.
All right, I'm going to say
flushed out right. He gets it to Johnston. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
More than 5.5 rebounds.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
I love the way that you phrased that. Put a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All right, Joe, we'll get you out of this one. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading went to intermission as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half all time on the scoreboard.
Dr. Frank Ellen Bellamy said, last night was evil. I built your pain, but also built you evil. We all go through darkness, but it takes one guy in life to see us through. We have many lights, God, and more. I ain't going nowhere, no question, with you to the end. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Sometimes, stars only come out when it's dark. We find who your friends are when it's dark. Friends are like the stars, don't you? They really do when it's dark. Another guy that I really never had a whole lot of dealings with, Ocho. The guy that texts me every week, 2.5 months straight, just to check, Charles Barkley.
Hey, Bo. Hey, Barkley, you're funny.
I did the interview with him last, what?
Back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right there by my side. Everything good, you good.
They'll run again with Harris. And they'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6.
You guys look good. They're doing this without J-Dub. The second best player hasn't been there.
Williams, the man in
Shay's gonna be
motion
Shay. I
left.
think he shot like 26 free throws.
Again, it's Harris on
He's gonna get to
2nd
the foul
down.
line.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Get to the rim.
9 yards to pick up there. It's a first down.
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end.
I hate that people call him that.
Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to 7 back on second. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush move.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 54 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
game.
that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
Just know.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Second and 9.
Is the people that are in position to actually impact games.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
You see, hey, just like that. You ain't even thinking
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Saturday, NCAA approved the rule change on Wednesday that will allow athletes and athletic department staff.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again.
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He ain't come close. Losing to Alabama and Georgia.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone up and downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now, how do I explain that to you?
Herbert now.
I'm just having a conversation. I don't know who this man is.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
You mean to tell me you don't know who that is?
Tyler Conklin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. The lead up to 14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Timothy Humphrey, salute on the y'all talking back. The Giants get it, kick the
He'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Wentz now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
But listen, fan, Savannah State. First of all, you can't claim no HBCU because you didn't go. Say Oregon State.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz. This one tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36.
That's my fault. That's okay. Wait a minute. Fam, you made me an honorary
From the gun,
member of
it's
not only the
Wentz.
band, but the school.
Going underneath. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, left side.
You a beaver. You don't get the claim. You do not get the claim. We appreciate that. Thank you for highlighting what's great.
So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
Number 85, Shad Johnson. What was under that?
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Claim them sorry rascals.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go again to Jones.
Yeah.
Turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
What you with there, Shaq? Can shoot 3.
3rd down and 13.
And can shoot 3 like her. Oh, man,
Force wins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense is called 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
Never watched
At the
this
same
shit.
time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Not so long, that look good.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Loving basketball.
Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time. And what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
Balls up.
But okay. But I mean, people call such a, I really,
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Harris will score. Touchdown Chargers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Dicker down attack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss. Because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Help turn businesses into seamlessly restored, frictionless path.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Modern businesses.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's
Take the next step in treating your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis with Entyvio, the only gut-focused treatment for UC that helps block inflammation in the gut. And
Throwing
works
now
right
is
where you
Wentz.
need. Now's the time to talk with your
Finding
doctor for
Hopkinson
better
here on
results.
the outlet.
Smoked by the tight end,
Tell
bro.
me what your favorite sports up here. Don't forget to get that slide with the fastest one.
Guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the kick. Akers hit, he coughs it up, and picked up by the Chargers.
As we look at the team stats,
Oh, what a move.
I think the Chargers might have had 39 first downs. The other team had 12.
Touchdown, LA.
9 of 13 on third downs. That's why you see the score lopsided, because that means they didn't get off
So
the
the
field.
defense forces the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Hey, listen, this game is representation. If you look at the
And there will
dictionary,
not be a
and you
return
look for
here.
built
It's a
heads,
touchback,
they
and
would
they'll
have an
come out to
example.
the 25-yard line.
Versus the
Minnesota's
guy that
offense
Vikings
takes
wins.
over
Listen, he
possession.
didn't play bad. I don't know what's
Where
wrong
we
with
stand
Jaden
right now in the
McCarthy.
fourth quarter,
They
this
say
one
he's
pretty
hurt.
much
I
out
don't
of
think
reach.
he's
And
hurt.
Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stop anything.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop it down at about the 3-yard line. They've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They're a well-coached team. They got a lot of talent.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
They really have talent. And now they can
Tyler Conklin, beast in the red zone. Second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers continue to pour on here in the fourth. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary and a clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to
You're not
that
going to be
big
able to beat
lead.
them. You got to hold up against their rush. I believe there's some things. Look, I understand Derwin James is back in the secondary.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Like, oh, you can't roll them, but you have to be able to hold up because they don't have to cover a long time. Right.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
This is not Brian Flores.
Wants to throw on second down.
He wanted to.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the
Remember saying,
backfield.
tank for Tua.
The defense was ready for the
Now,
guy
both
to
of y'all
look out
take him.
and even had a
His
second
and
player
y'all's.
waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the
The
pass,
Chargers look really
you
good at
better
5-3.
prevent a
The Titans and
completion,
the Broncos
but
right
give
now.
him
Obviously, the
credit.
Broncos have a
Extra
tough matchup.
determination,
Is
extra
that game
effort
Sunday
by
night?
Wentz is
Sunday
intercepted
game.
yet
The
again.
Cowboys and the Broncos.
And they'll start out with
Hey,
great field position
they
at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
My
Goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ballgame.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us when he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making good plays.
So they ain't really trying to give the Cowboys up. Now, Fox, like, hey, we normally get them at 4
On
o'clock.
first down,
For
Justin
20
Herbert.
We normally get them 7, 8, 9 times a year. So you take one, okay, we cool.
Their
CBS
passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They'll go, and the forces a 7-yard loss on the sack. That's down.
So a top 10 pick, and we got a guy. So are we? So
In motion left comes Williams.
It's going to take at least $30 million to sign Sam Darnold, and we still got a
Now on
top 10
third
pick
and
that
long,
we
they'll
really
look to
believe in.
throw. Escaping the
Minnesota,
pressure
if you
right.
ask them, they're saying considering the way
And this
Sam
is caught
Darnold
by
played
Williams.
last year, where
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Minnesota,
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
They said we want it. We take him over Sam Darnold. We take him over
They'll keep it on the ground.
Vidal.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Got to make a decision.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line's got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world the rest of the challenge.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Because you never know what you'll get. I really think, honestly, I don't know what type of injury it may be.
Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll buy some time right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. But this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score it. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been able to witness.
And you don't want to take him out. Now, it was easy for Sam Darnold to keep playing because J.J. McCarthy was good for the year. Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he not
Pushes
got hurt.
forward, but comes up
I
short
believe
of the goal line as he'll get a
McCarthy was
yard
gonna
down to about the 1.
I think they had Sam Darnold had the insurance policy.
This is going to be a battle
And
down
the
here on
insurance
the goal
policy,
line.
if
Can
something,
they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
When he got hurt so early,
They'll try again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I agree. Listen, they saw something we didn't see because he mainly ran the football. They were mainly a running team under Harbaugh.
They'll try to run this one
So
in.
for him,
And the
for them to be so
reinforcements
that,
coming
okay,
in
he
as they're
can
going
throw
to
the
stop
football.
him behind the line.
And look, I saw what he did against the Bears over the night. He played well. He came out in the
Not
second
been a
half.
lot
He
of
played
great moments for
extremely
this
well.
defense throughout this game.
But I
Finally,
agree
they have
with you.
one
I
they can
think
hang their
they
hat
really wanted
on.
Carson
A
Wentz
nice
to play
stop
well.
there.
and keep the job. But unfortunately, his offensive line is not doing very well.
They're at the
defensive
5,
line up.
4th and goal.
Man,
They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run probably pass to both
Michelle
in the
Croft came
arsenal.
Scott ass free.
McKinnon here, it's complete.
See what happens when that happens. You miss a
Open
throw
field
like that.
tackle is going to
Stage
stop
by
him
the
shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. And say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Every time I turn around,
Get too cute, go to the playmakers.
you know, he gets flustered and then his head
First
is down.
target, first catch, and a first down.
Yeah, he was frustrated. I mean, he let his
To throw, it's
I mean,
Wentz.
obviously, you
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
You get hit, you hurt your elbow, messed up, you get sacked 5 times.
Dangerous spot for them to toss it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
for the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit him. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We just got over here. Yeah. So,
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. Calling a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
Right now they're 3-4. They're not winning. They're not winning. You know,
now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But that's a family discount. What you talking about?
Pass here with Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Being chased out left.
NFC North, Green Bay,
on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's not the team that y'all played over tonight. And we know what Detroit is. Detroit is Detroit.
Herbert.
And once they start getting their guys back healthy,
it's only going to
look, offensive and healthy. This is when they start getting those defensive guys back.
In a blowout.
Kirby Jones,
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL. It's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. forces a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
It was awesome. We've definitely missed him, and it's tough to replace a guy like that. But I think the tackles that we've had the past weeks have done an incredible job stepping up, and just good to see Joe back out there, and hopefully everything's good, and happy to have him back.
What have you seen from Rondé? He's turned into a big weapon for your offense.
Yeah, as soon as he got here for camp, we knew he was going to be pretty good. He made a ton of plays, picked up the offense really quickly, and just found a way to get open. And that's what he did tonight. And we're definitely going to get him the ball as much as we can because good things happen when he gets it.
You guys are really good situationally tonight. Third down red zone. Just what do you attribute the success in those phases to?
I think it's just good emphasis on it. I thought we had a good plan, and guys were dialed in all week in practice, and we just went out there and executed. And I think that's the most important thing of coming out and making plays. And whether it was second or first down, we did our best to stay in front of the chains to set ourselves up for good third downs.
Talk about the Vikings with heavy defense. What do you like about the protection plan, and how did your rambling ability kind of help that out as well?
Yeah, I thought the offensive line did a great job. We had a great protection plan. We were prepared for a lot of the blitzes that they were going to bring. But just going out and scrambling and doing whatever we can to convert those third downs, I think is the most important. And the offensive line giving me enough time to get the ball off, and then if the lane opens up, using my feet, go get the first down.
Justin, can you just speak on Kamani's work ethic and him just being prepared? With Omarion and Najee going down, it seemed like he just kind of stepped in. You guys didn't really miss a beat.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have him. To lose two backs like that are as good as they get, it's tough to replace them. But I think Kamani's done such a great job of just stepping up and making plays. And the past couple of weeks, he's done an awesome job. Whether it's catching or running out of the backfield, he's a true team leader. Great teammate on this team, and glad to have him.
Jim, talk about the coaching staff getting all the backups ready to come in and succeed, and then you being able to pick out all the different receivers.
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about the NFL is, you've got so many talented guys on your roster, and, adversity, injuries are going to happen each year. That's just the way it is, and, all across the league, guys are going down, and, I think the great thing is guys step up and take leadership and control of this room, and, I think it's awesome to see guys go make plays, guys stepping in at right guard or left guard. It's good to have those guys that make plays.
Jim mentioned that he's really satisfied with the physicality, both sides of the ball. I felt like you guys had a bunch of energy tonight. Where do you feel like that came from for the group, the physicality and the energy?
Yeah, I think it's always there. I think it's just a great job going out and executing and understanding the game plan. And it's obviously a quick week, but guys have done a great job studying their playbooks and going out and practicing, walking through it, and getting those mental reps so that we go out there and are able to execute when we do.
I got this old thing and the bill from the store where I got it. Figured you could beat it with a better deal than one of these big.
Yeah, I felt
on the 14th play of this drive. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Gaston. When your starter goes down.